Fire has always been associated with destruction and loss of control, and what else, you might ask, is seen doing the same? Well, monsters. Well, in this list we shall showcase the top 10 biggest fire monsters seen in the movies. One important note to you all would be that we won't be including dragons as they are going to be in another list. So here we have the demons, titans, kaiju and other creatures that are constantly on fire or in a state of burning, like having their body made up of lava and magma. So before you watch it all, remember to take a look at our Teespring store, and we have quite a number of merch for sale, so please support us. And for the subscribers, click on that notification bell for regular updates. So here is the top 10 list of the fire monsters from movies. Number 10. El Diablo from Suicide Squad. Chato Santana, also known as El Diablo, which is Spanish for the devil, was a metahuman criminal and was recruited forcefully to be a member of the Task Force X. Santana was seemingly born with his pyrokinetic powers, which means power to control flames and fire. However, in the past he lost control over them and accidentally killed his wife and children in a fiery inferno, which devastated him and led him to willingly surrender himself to the police. Because of this experience, he was initially reluctant to use his pyrokinetic powers out of guilt and fear, although he ultimately sacrificed his life in order to defeat Incubus as he unleashed all his powers and he transformed into a 15-foot tall Aztec fire demon. Number 9. The Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Also known as the Valaraukar, they were Maiar that were seduced and corrupted by Melkor into his service. Balrogs generally took the form of tall, menacing beings roughly humanoid in shape, though seemingly to consist or be surrounded by shadow and flame. They used both a flaming sword and a fiery whip, and they were constantly burning, and the weapons appeared molten. It is unclear and highly debated if the Balrogs had wings, although the one that we see in Fellowship of the Ring had wings but barely could fly. A single Balrog, or around 20 feet tall or 6 meters, who we know now as Durin's Bane, managed to drive the dwarves of Moria from their home and was seen in the Fellowship of the Ring as it chased the company and later battled to death with Gandalf the Grey. Number 8. Molten Man from Spider-Man Far From Home. The Elementals were a series of illusions created by the use of projectors and drones utilized by Mysterio, or otherwise known later as Quentin Beck, and they were used to wreak havoc across the world. So the Molten Man is an elemental with the ability to manipulate the element of fire. Depicted as the strongest and the most dangerous of the 4 elementals, Molten Man has been poised to have been the one to have killed Quentin Beck's family on Earth 833. Theoretically, as per Beck's fall story, it would feed upon metal to expand exponentially and would consume land masses once it was strong enough. But in the movie, it grew to be only around 30 feet tall or 9 meters. Number 7. The Phoenix Force from X-Men Dark Phoenix. A list of the fire entities is incomplete without a phoenix, and in the X-Men movies, it comes as the Phoenix Force, which is one of the most powerful and the oldest known cosmic entities representing life that has not been born yet, as well as the forces of creation and destruction. The Phoenix Force is an immortal, indestructible and mutable manifestation of the prime universal force of life. Born of the void between the states of being, the Phoenix Force is a child of the universe. Well, the Phoenix Force chose to reside within a powerful mutant psychic called Jean Grey, but its true form was similar to a fiery bird that can traverse through interstellar space and also through the minds of all life forms. Number 6. Teka from Moana. Teka is the main antagonist of the Disney film Moana, and she was once the benevolent god Te Fiti. But after her heart was stolen by the demigod Maui, she became a destructive lava demon. Teka is quite literally a heartless and destructive creature with a fiery disposition. The theft of her heart has stripped her of the Te Fiti's benevolence, replacing it with malice. She is massive in size, and we estimate her to be around 100 to 150 feet tall, and that's between 30 and 45 meters. Teka towers above all who encounters her and is usually depicted in a hollow scowl, always surrounding her slender form in a dense pyrocumulus cloud coupled with bolts of lightning and volcanic ash. Number 5. Rodan from King of the Monsters. This giant pterodon kaiju was created by Toho that first appeared in one of the first monster movies ever, in the 1956 Toho film of its own name, Rodan. But the one we are focusing on this list is the fire demon from the Monsterverse. This incarnation of Rodan has a wingspan of around 871 feet or 265 meters across and was 154 feet or 47 meters tall. His physique overall bears a strong resemblance to a bird of prey. His skin is burgundy colored and possesses a texture similar to molten rock with fiery bumps and ridges along his chest and back. The wing membrane appears to be lined with heated glowing cracks, making it appear as if Rodan's wings are smoldering with fire and lava. Number 4. Satan from This Is the End. This version of the evil demon is the main antagonist of the 2013 dark comedy fantasy film This Is the End. Satan is dead set on bringing forth Armageddon onto the earth and destroying all life, presumably so that he can increase his amount of doomed souls forced to do his bidding. He unleashed his hellish legions to possess humans. He takes the appearance of a hoofed-legged humanoid horned demon with several eel-like heads protruding from his back. Satan is revealed to be kaiju size around 300 to 400 feet tall, and with a body comprised of hardened lava and fire, and has a large exposed penis. Also, he bleeds magma and is burning constantly. Number 3. Burning Godzilla from King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Although he is an aquatic kaiju, this form was a transformation endured by the King of the Monsters in Godzilla vs. Destroyer of 1995, as he inadvertently absorbed the energy from a hidden uranium deposit that boosted his power on a massive scale, causing him to go into meltdown. But in 2019, in the King of the Monsters movie, this transformation was again seen when he absorbed the nuclear explosion that was meant to revive him. Coupled with Mothra's energy that was absorbed by him later on, it became a catalyst for his new fiery and burning form, which he uses to kill Ghidorah. And at 400 feet tall or 120 meters tall, he is the third biggest fire monster on this list. Number 2. Kronos from the Wrath of the Titans. In this movie, as in mythology, he is the king of the Titans, the father of the gods. His physical form is composed of fire, lava and molten rock. Lines of lava surround Kronos' body, mouth and eyes, which would suggest that the inside parts of his body is also the same and is completely composed of lava. In the past, the gods needed the aid of the Kraken to defeat Kronos and the rest of the Titans as well. Although it sounds like an embellishment, as the Kraken was around 400 feet tall, but this Titan Kronos was 500 meters tall or 1,640 feet in height, more than 4 times taller than the Kraken. And number 1. Surtur from Thor Ragnarok. This fire demon was the ruler of Muspelheim and was prophesied to be the one to start a world-changing event called Ragnarok. In the past, Surtur was successfully defeated by Odin, who stole from him the source of his power, which was the eternal flame. As a fire demon, Surtur can generate massive waves of fiery energy from his twilight sword to engulf his targets in flames. This fire was strong enough that in his weakened state he was able to force Thor using his hammer back and make him struggle. When released on Asgard later on, he started to grow to heights of around 500 meters to 1 kilometer tall, and with fires that could engulf the whole of Asgard itself, it makes him the biggest fire monster in this list. And so with that, we come to the end of this list, so do like, share and subscribe, and do check out our merchandise, but most of all, do click on that notification bell for regular updates, as you might have missed a couple of videos that we have posted recently. Take care.